All right, everyone. So, good morning, and let's begin the class. I have started recording this lecture so that those who are unable to join us, they can listen to it later. All right. So, first of all, we are going to talk about that how your presentations would be taken since in-person or physical classes have been suspended due to COVID, and we definitely have to be conducting your online classes. So, your assignment was, presentation. The assignment you were given was to deliver the group presentation. So I hope that all of you have worked in groups. All right. So I started receiving your presentations. Okay, and the PowerPoint presentation. Some students have emailed me. So this is fine. Now let's discuss that how your presentations will be taken. So for instance, that those groups who have made PowerPoint presentation, they can email it to me. So I will share the screen, okay, and you will give your presentation. Does that make sense, everybody? Is it clear? Just raise, thumbs up, go to reactions and thumbs up if that sounds okay to you. Abdul Hai, thank you so much. Thumbs up, all right? So you go to the participants list and then you will see that there is an icon, Ataur Rahman, yes, you got it, great. All right, Jannat, great, great. Thank you for your responses because how do I know that in a virtual class whether you are with me or not and you are getting me or not? So you can use this thumbs up and clap expressions and the symbols so that I have a feeling that you all are with me, all right, and I'm being understood and I'm being heard, all right. So, Asha, those of you, those groups which are not making PowerPoint presentation, they have made a poster, all right? So how they are going to do it? What they need to do is take a clear picture of your poster, okay, and send it to me, all right? So on the day of presentation, I will share my screen and then you will give presentation. Okay, it's hard. I need to talk to you. Will you please unmute yourself? It's hard.
Yes, miss.
Okay,
yes, miss.
now it's hard. All right, so it's hard. I'm giving you a responsibility that you need to send me the total number of groups which you all have formed. Group A and Group B. Since Group A and Group B, both group students are together, all right? In online classes, we don't have any limitations. So I will be conducting the classes with both Group A and Group B, all right? So Izhar from Group A and okay. And who is in Group B? Can I have one representative from Group B? Ataur Rahman, no? Jannat is also, all right. Do we have anyone from Group B?
Yes, miss. I think.
Yes, miss. I miss from Group B, miss.
All right. So Pardeep, all right. So you are from Group B. All right. So I would want you, Izhar and Pardeep, I would want you to kindly send me the total number of groups which are formed in your class and as well as the names of the members like group 1 and 5 or 6 students names and group 2, all right. So I will make a schedule of presentation for all of you that one day, all right, these 5 groups will come, all right, online. So the first turn and first 10 minutes will be group 1. So that group 1, 5 students will have to log in exactly at 10 o'clock, 10 to 15 minutes, all right. Then later on, after you have done and you are finished with your presentation, you can leave the meeting if you don't want to attend the others presentation. But if you would like to continue and listen to others presentation, that is perfectly fine for you. So like group 1, 5 members, timing is 10 to 10:15, all right. So they will all join together online from their homes definitely and give the presentation. I will share your PowerPoint presentation from here as well as if you have made any posters. So what you need to do, you have to take a very clear picture of your poster and send it to me. So I will share that. Let me give you an example that how to give poster presentation, like how I will share. Like for instance, that look at this. These are some of the posters, all right. Like side effects of cell phone addiction, all right. So what I am gonna do, I will share this picture and this poster which is made by you, all right. It will be displayed on the screen And the students, like the group members, they will have to one by one unmute themselves and share their respective part, like whatever is your whatever you have prepared under that topic, you're gonna share one by one. All right, and then I will have the evaluation forms with me, presentation evaluation forms in the rubrics, so I will mark you accordingly. All right, does that make sense, everybody? Just raise your hands, or if you have any questions, or otherwise thumbs up, so I can know that it is understood. Ataur Rahman, thank you so much. All right, for your response. Yes, Izhar, please, you want to ask? Yes, Izhar.
Yes, Miss, you are talking about the presentation groups, but Miss, I just know about that in our class we have 5 groups, and my group number is 5. But I don't know about the members of group, as well as I don't know who or who's the group leader. So.
Okay, so doesn't matter. You just put a message in the group and tell them that they should each student, all right, or one representative from each group should send you the names of the other participants and other members of the group. So this is how you have to collect the record of it, because you are the CR. So, and Pradeep, if you are here, I hope that Pradeep is here. He has not gone anywhere. All right, and Pradeep, you also have to do the same. Ask your class fellows, just send a message in the group that you need and you require the number of the groups and the members in each group. All right, so just get it done by tomorrow. All right, you can do it by tomorrow and then send it to me by tomorrow. After that, I will make a plan and I will share that plan with you. Okay, I will share the date, I will share the timings for each group, because the more planned and prepared we are, the better it would be in virtual classes, because it can't be randomly. If it was your physical class, I would ask you, okay, this group can come first and just give the presentation if you are ready. But for the virtual classes, we have to save time and we have to manage time properly. All right, so just remember, Pradeep and Izhar, your responsibility is to get the information, that the number of groups in your classes and as well as the members in each group. So I need it, okay? And once I get this data, after that I'm going to plan your day and time. All right. Abdul Hai is sending in group. Don't send in the chat box, because this chat box will not be saved. All right, I will not be able to save it. Okay. Izhar, yes, again you have raised your hand. Yes, Izhar.
Miss Abdul Hai sent the group 1 members' names: Daniel, Azmad, Hamad, Abdul Hai, and Ashok.
Right, let me take a picture. All right. Otherwise, what will happen that usually the chat box is not saved. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so group 1 only. All right, so don't write here, because I don't want this virtual class time to be wasted. We have to go on. We can further talk on WhatsApp. Doesn't matter. You already have your WhatsApp groups, and I am also added in that. So we can talk offline. Okay. Okay. Now, so the presentation thing is done. We have discussed. Now, today we are going to begin with an activity. All right. Let me share my screen. Right, okay. All right, is my screen visible? Please, you can use chat box to share your responses. Okay, is my screen visible to all of you?
Yes, Miss.
All right, that's great, that's great. Okay, so now today we are going to begin with, I would request all of you to please put your mics on mute so that we don't have any distortion. Okay. We are starting with a speaking and listening activity. Assalamu alaikum, ma'am. Ma'am, you can come. Say hello to students. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, after online class, shall I come to you? Or, ma'am, I think I'm going to finish it by 11:30. Yes, ma'am. अभी काम था अच्छा सो मैं थोड़ा सा पॉज करके ब्रेक दे दूं स्टूडेंट्स को अभी 2 मिनट all right I'm just coming okay all right, so the first thing that we are going to do is speaking and listening. All right, so this is an English conversation video that I have selected for you, but I'm not going to just show you the video that you will be just watching it and doing nothing. All right, how will you participate in it and how I want you to participate in it? That meanwhile you are listening, yes, you can see that there are some gaps. All right, meanwhile when you are listening to the dialogues, there are some gaps and the blank spaces. When I click to these blank spaces, you will hear a word, all right? So let's see and let's check your listening, that how good you are at listening. So you will write that word in the chat box or you will unmute yourselves and speak. Does that make sense to you, everyone? Is that okay?
Yes, miss.
All right, so let's begin. Are you ready? Okay. Now listen and let me know. Okay, no, I will need to share it again with computer sound. Okay. Share with computer sound. Now, please let me know if you can hear. Any one of you can tell me so that I have
some examples of introducing yourself.
Yes, miss.
Situation 1.
Good.
Hello, my name is David. What's your name?
Rosie.
Where are you from, Rosie?
I'm from New Delhi. Where are you from?
I am from Toronto.
Are you a Canadian?
Yes, I am. Are you an Indian?
Yes, I am. Situation 2.
Hello,
Hi,
my name is Kabir. What's your name?
my name is Jackie.
What are you studying?
BE.
Where are you from?
I am from Mumbai. And you?
I am from Bangalore.
Hello and goodbye.
Okay. So have you all been able to hear that, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Shanaji, let's do the practice. I would like Sadiqur Rahman to unmute. Sadiq, will you please unmute yourself? All right. Sadiq, I would like to hear from you. Is Sadiq here?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, okay. So Sadiq, I'm asking you a few questions, okay? Like the same introduction way, and let's see how you're gonna respond to me, okay? So I'm just talking to you. Hello, my name is Saima. What's your name?
My name is Sadiqur Rahman.
Sadiqur Rahman. Okay, nice to meet you. Where are you from? Where are you from?
I am from Pakistan. Ma'am, and from where are you?
All right. Okay, I'm also from Pakistan and I'm also from Karachi, Pakistan. All right. So which city do you, which province do you belong to? Which province do you come from?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
I am not getting your point clearly.
All right. Okay. So here I would like to mention that if you are, like for example, that if you are not interacting with foreigners, okay, this is for everyone. Sadiq, for you, if you are not interacting with foreigners where the people from different countries are meeting, so then you can introduce yourself by saying that I am from Pakistan. Like for example, when I visited the United States, so whenever I was asked that where are you from, I very proudly said that I am from Pakistan, all right? But when you are in the country, all right, so definitely in the country we have different states and the provinces and the places. I know that many of you come from KPK, many of you come from Balochistan, all right, many of you come from other cities in the Sindh, all right. So what I would like to know from you, because I know you are Pakistani, there's no doubt in it. So that's not something that you are not aiding to or any new information. All right. I would like to know that where are you from when I said, so I would like to know that maybe you're from Punjab or maybe you are from one of the cities and the towns from Sindh. Sadiqur Rahman, is that clear?
Ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. I got it. I am from KPK.
Yeah, this is what exactly. Now you're right. This is what I wanted to know. All right. So remember that when you are having a conference or something with international people, then you would proudly introduce yourselves by saying that I'm from Pakistan. But when you are in the country and meeting with people, because Pakistan is quite diverse, it's a big country. We have different provinces, we have different states, we have,
Yes.
even in one province we have many cities. All right. So that was it. Now let's go ahead. Thank you so much, Sadiq. Please mute yourself now. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
These greetings are used in formal situations when we might say, "How do you do?" in English, or meeting people who we don't know particularly well. Now, observe the following conversation.
Hello, Lucky. How are you? Fine. Thanks. How are you? I am fine. Thank you. Where are you going? I am going for lunch. Okay, carry on. Bye-bye, Rohan. Have a nice day. Thanks.
Telling the time. These conversations are useful to tell the time in a polite manner when somebody asks time. Conversation 1.
Excuse me. Can you tell me the time, please?
Yes, of course. It's 5 o'clock.
Thank you.
All right. Now it's
Excuse
your
me.
turn.
Can you tell me the time, please?
Okay.
Yes,
so
of
what
course.
Did she say?
It's
All right. Let me write here. What did she say? Excuse me. What should I write here?
Can you tell me?
Can you
Tell me what time is it now?
Okay. Can
Excuse me. Can you tell me the time, please?
Well done, correct. Okay, can you tell me the time, please? So you see that we have already started can and could. So here you will see the use of can that you are asking for time. Can you tell me the time, please? So when you are adding this please, word, it makes it polite. All right. So whenever you're asking questions or something, always try using please and thank you. Now let's go ahead.
yes, of course. It's 5 o'clock.
Thank you.
No problem. Conversation 2.
What time is it?
3.
Thanks.
Personal information. This conversation is useful when you are giving full information about you in a short manner. See the following example. What's your surname? Family name.
Dikshit.
What's your first name?
Robin.
Where are you from?
Connaught Place, New Delhi.
What's your job?
I'm a professor.
What's your address?
12 Connaught Street.
What is your phone number?
5063 5875.
How old are you?
30.
Are you married?
Yes, I am.
Shopping. While shopping around, you have to ask the salespersons for the things you have to buy. Ask for its price. Ask for sizes, etc. See the following conversation.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a pullover. Sizes, etc. See the following conversation.
Can I help you?
Yes,
Yeah. Yes. So what did you hear?
sizes, etc.
Can I help you?
Following conversation.
Okay. So
This-
Can I help you?
See the following
help
conversation.
You.
Can I
Let's
help
see.
you?
Good. All right. Let me just put it that way. Fine. So can I help you? Well done. All right. Now just listen
Yes,
more.
I'm looking for a pullover.
What size are you?
I'm an extra large.
How about this one?
Yes, that's nice. Can I try it on?
This one?
Yes, that's nice.
Yeah. So what did you hear?
Large, miss.
Yeah.
Can I try it now?
Can
Can I try?
This one.
Yes,
I
that's nice. Can I try
Can
it on?
I
Can I
try?
try it on? All right. Can I try it on? All right. So we're going to listen to this.
Certainly. There's the changing room over there.
Thank you.
How does it fit?
It's too large. Do you have a large?
Yes, here you are.
Thank you. I'll have it, please.
Okay. How would you like to pay?
Do you accept credit cards?
Yes, we do. Visa, MasterCard, and American Express.
Okay, here's my Visa card.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Goodbye. At the airport.
All right. Okay. So we are not going to go with all 20-minute video. I just wanted to show you some of the chunks and some of the parts of this conversation so that you can also start using some phrases and some little sentences in your day-to-day communication. All right. So that was listening as well as, you can say that you were able to speak on it when I asked you questions. All right. So this was just an introduction. In future, we will actually be having some speaking activities in online classes. So that is why I would like you to participate in virtual classes. All right. So today the topic we have is another one, which is, this is the main topic today, which we are going to start. Where is the PowerPoint? Okay, gerund and infinitive. All right. So tell me, students, do you have any idea what gerund and infinitives are? Is my screen visible to you?
No, ma'am.
No, now is it visible? All right, now it is visible. All right. Tell me, what do you understand by gerund and infinitive, or have you studied this before? All right. Yes. Those of you whose mics are unmuted, Jannat, mute your mic. Jannat, mute your mic. Okay, all right. Jannat. Jannat, mute your mic, otherwise I'm going to remove you from the class. All right. No, but nobody is supposed to leave the mic unmuted because it creates a lot of distortion. Okay, now tell me, what do you understand by gerund and infinitive? And write in the chat box. Anyone who would like to speak about it? All right, Atta Rahman raised the hand. Yes, Atta, you are allowed to speak. Please unmute yourself.
Gerunds are the basically words which replace the noun.
Okay.
For example, how can I say?
Yeah.
Which complete the sentences of parts of
Okay.
speech.
Okay. And what do you understand by infinitive?
I don't know, miss.
All right. Okay. So my internet device is charged. Let me get it. Just a minute. All right. Anybody else would like to contribute? Anybody else? Yeah. Anybody else has an idea? Who is this Oppo? Acha, please rename yourselves, okay? I don't want Galaxy, Oppo, Realme, names. You can rename yourselves. Just go to participants list, right click, and then you will see rename option. So write your name because I don't know who is this Oppo. All right. So don't enter with your phone names. Now let's go to the next. Okay. So Atta, you very rightly contributed in it that they replace the position of noun, and they take the parts, they are used in parts of a speech, but noun is also part of a speech. All right, so let's look at this, because you all have seen it and maybe have noticed a lot of times when you are reading and when we speak, the use of gerunds. Basically they are called gerund noun. All right, so gerund is the ing form of a word used as a noun. Okay, now till now we already have studied present continuous and past continuous tense, in which we use present participle form of the word. What is the present participle form of the word? Like verb first form plus ing. Have we studied that? हमने ये पढ़ा है already? All right, the use of ing form in present continuous and past continuous tense. Yes, everyone?
Yes.
Hello. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Okay. So when you say, I feel as if there is somebody who I am teaching, I'm not teaching to walls. All right. I need your participation. All right. So keep sharing the reaction options and writing in the chat box, so that I know that you are with me. Okay. So this is a one use. All right. Like for example, I am writing, or I am speaking, or I am teaching. So this is present continuous tense, the ing form, which is working as the main word. All right, that is telling us an action, that what is the action happening. When it comes to gerund, that the same ing form, when it is used as gerund, so it takes the position of a noun. And noun has two positions, either the subjective position and the objective position. All right, so I will show you the examples to form gerund. How to form gerund? Gerund को हम कैसे बनाते हैं? Base form of the word plus ing. So whatever the base forms of the verbs are, if you add ing, it will become a gerund. Like learn, learning, write, writing, see, seeing. All right. Now eat, eating, whatever. Look at this example. I enjoy learning English. I have a question from you. I am learning English and I enjoy learning English. What is the difference? Who would like to elaborate the difference? Yes? Tell me. I am learning English and I enjoy learning English. What is the difference? Okay, you are not voluntarily raising the hands. So I will ask Islam to define me. Yes, Islam. Sharika, mute yourself. Oppo, mute yourself. Islam. Islam, I want you to unmute yourself and answer me. In online classes, you can't escape. I will catch you. All right, tell me. What is the difference? I enjoy learning English and I am learning English. What is the difference in these two sentences?
Ma'am,
Yes.
one is the present continue.
All right. Very good. Excellent.
And second, I don't know the second.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for your participation. I appreciate that. All right. See, I am learning English is definitely present continuous tense, and it is telling you that what you are doing. All right. What is an action that is taking place? What is the progress of an action that you started and still continue? I am learning English nowadays. I'm learning French nowadays. So in this sentence, learning is the main word that is telling you an action. It is and positioned at the verb place, all right? But I enjoy learning English. This tense, if you look at everyone, this is present simple, present indefinite. What do you enjoy doing? What do you enjoy doing? All right, let me ask, what do you enjoy doing? Write in the chat box. आपको क्या करना पसंद है? This is simple present, and I want to know about your something that you enjoy. Like, let me tell you what I enjoy doing. I enjoy listening to the music. All right. I enjoy reading, personality development books. So what do you enjoy doing? All right. So you can unmute yourself and answer this. All right, I enjoy reading books, Rizwan. Very nice. Okay. What else? Like I'm waiting for others' responses. What do you enjoy doing? I enjoy eating food. Ata, brilliant, great. Shoaib is saying I enjoy learning. Nice.
Ma'am,
Okay.
ma'am,
Yeah.
I enjoy taking online classes.
You enjoy taking online classes. That's very different answer. Usually students don't enjoy taking online classes. Great. Anybody else would like to contribute? What else do you enjoy? Like you enjoy, you enjoy walking, you enjoy walking in the morning or taking the morning walk, or you enjoy hanging out with friends, or you enjoy watching cartoons. So you see that this is a very different expression. Then I'm learning English. Then I'm enjoying is a different thing, but I enjoy, which is followed by a gerund noun in ing form. So here, reading, eating, learning, it's not the main word. The main word is enjoy. So we are in simple present tense. We are telling about our hobbies. We are telling about the things that we enjoy the most. All right. So you can clearly see the difference in the expression that when we use present continuous tense with ing, the meaning is different. And when we use it with the gerund, as a gerund, the meaning is different. I enjoy going for outing in the afternoon. Azharuddin. Great. Okay. Now, to form negative gerunds, use not. Like not speaking English well is, what is it written? Biggest problem in this country, not speaking. All right. We can also say not following the rules. Not following the rules in the country, or not following the rules in Pakistan is the biggest problem. It can be like that, because people don't follow. So we can say not following. So if you want to make a negative, you have to add not with it. Okay. Now, gerunds can be used after certain verbs, including, now see, these are the words. Please remember them, memorize them. Somebody wrote in the chat box. I enjoy operating computer. Good. I enjoy surfing the internet. I enjoy browsing. That's great. Thank you. All right. So gerund can be used after certain words. Please remember. We enjoy, like we use these, gerund forms of the words, gerund forms with enjoy, fancy, discuss, dislike, finish, mind, suggest, recommend, keep, and avoid. So you have to remember and memorize these words, okay? Next. Gerund's position in a sentence. Gerund can take a subjective position in a sentence. Now the example is, traveling might satisfy your desire of new experiences, all right? Or traveling in the US is rather expensive. So you see that we are using this gerund form as a noun. As a noun, that what is, like, you can say smoking in, in hospitals is prohibited. So you see smoking, smoke, ing form. So these are, eating, inside the restaurants is now, isn't allowed during COVID-19 situation. Okay, so you see that these are the words, but now when you use them as gerund, their meaning is changed. Okay. Okay. Now, to replace the subject or object of a sentence, this is another use. All right, like Sarah likes what? Sarah likes eating coconut oil. So likes is the main word and eating is a gerund noun. So this is taking, this eating has been put in which place? The objective place. Sarah likes eating coconut oil. And the other sentence, you see that the ing form and the gerund is in the beginning of a sentence. So jumping off a cliff is dangerous, but a real thrill. What is a cliff? Cliff means pahadiyan hoti hai na? Small chotiyan jo hoti hain, right? So jumping off a cliff is dangerous, but a real thrill. Okay, going outside alone at midnight can be dangerous. All right, so you see that how we are using this ing form as gerund in the beginning of the sentence as a noun, in the place of noun, and in the place of object. Right. Gerund used as objects, they do not appreciate my singing. So my singing, my mother never likes my cooking. All right. Okay. My teacher never appreciates my writing. That can be, an expression. Okay. Acha, plus another use which is very important after preposition of place and time. Okay. So it means I made dinner before getting home. All right. So before is preposition. All right, I made dinner before. So you see, after before, you need gerund, before getting home. He looked unhappy after saying his work is casual. Okay, is that clear? So after preposition, we need to have a gerund noun or a gerund in a sentence. After by. After by, you need again ing form. You get good grades by studying hard. You can succeed by, by learning English and computer. All right. You can get it by participating in the competition. Okay. You can win this prize by participating in the competition. Then after go, we also use gerund after go. I will go fishing, all right, with you tomorrow. I will go outing with my friends. Now infinitives. Okay, what are infinitives? Infinitives is, the simple form of a word. How do we make infinitive? What is an infinitive? It is a base form of the word which is followed by to. All right. And it can be used with any tense. I mean, with all the tenses. For example, I'm going. Why? I'm going to meet my friend. So when you want to tell the purpose, we use infinitive forms. So I want to dance. And to form negatives, how to make it? He decided not to go to the party. I decided not to go to the party. I decided not to buy this dress because it seems it is very expensive. All right. So when you want to make the negative infinitive, add not with that. So basically when you are asked that what is an infinitive, so infinitive is the word first form which is followed by to. To dance is infinitive. All right, but remember that the main verb will follow the rules, the tenses rules. All right, I have talked with my parents. I have informed her. I have informed her to bring. So you see that the main verb is I have informed her. This is a present perfect tense. But then the other further information in the sentence that you see, I have informed her what? To bring her camera or DSLR tomorrow. Right? So you see that how we are placing the infinitive. All right. So the main form of the verb is different. So I have informed her in this sentence, inform is the main verb and to bring is the infinitive. Okay, now look at this. You have to memorize it. Infinitives can be used after certain verbs, including agree. I asked her to decide. Help. Help me to carry this bag. Plan. All right, we have planned to, hope, and after that, hope to do this, learn, want, would like to, and promise. So these are the words that follow infinitives. All right, infinitives position in a sentence. It can be a subject position. To live in the United States is my dream. So you see that we are using this in a subjective position. All right. It is like for purpose, as I already told you, I came here in order to learn. All right. I went university to meet my friend. So to meet is the purpose. What is the purpose of going to university? Why did you go to university? To meet my friend, to submit my assignment. Okay, I left for Russia. Why? To study Russian. I came to the office. Why? What is the purpose? To solve the mystery of the missing keys. All right, Acha. Now, another use is infinitives that, after adjectives, we prefer using infinitive. Like, it is hard to make dinner this late. I find it difficult. Difficult is an adjective. Hard is an adjective. So after adjective, we need to put infinitive. I find it difficult to describe my feelings about writing research essays. Okay, then whenever you see this expression, to plus maybe after adjective, after to is adjective or adverb, so we need to use like the tea is too hot to drink. So have you observed that in Urdu we use the expressions कि ये इतनी चाय इतनी ज़्यादा गर्म है कि पी नहीं जा सकती है. तो how do we form this? The tea is too hot to drink. She is too young to work. वो इतनी छोटी है कि वो काम नहीं कर सकती. All right? She is too young to vote. वो इतनी छोटी है कि वो वोट नहीं दे सकती. So after to, T double O के बाद when there is an adjective or an adverb, then we use infinitive. They are old enough. So अगर enough कहीं आ जाता है, they are old enough to vote. This can be an expression instead of to. Okay, now. Do you have any questions regarding this? Gerund is ing form, infinitive is to plus verb first form. All right, and we have also studied its features. If you have any questions, please ask me. If not, we will go for an online quiz. All right, so we're going to do an online quiz. Are you all ready for it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, miss.
Okay, so yes, please.
Miss, infinitive, it's easy to find that it is used as a object or subject, but gerund, when we use it as subject or object, so how we can find that it is used and as an object in this sentence or as subject in this sentence? So please.
You need to decide. You need to decide what we, as I always say, that language is, is something, language follows the rules. But what we speak, it doesn't follow any rules. You will decide that what you are going to talk, how you are going to construct a meaningful sentence that can, convey your message in an appropriate manner and very clearly. But for as I said that traveling in the United States, or you can say that traveling to the United States or Canada is very expensive. Right, so I know I want to talk about it. All right, so I never, I never liked traveling by train. All right, so you see that traveling, I'm using this in the first place as a subjective now, and in the other place as an object. All right, so gerund, the same word, like for example, smoking isn't allowed in the hospital premises. So smoking is in the beginning. My brother quit smoking. So now in this sentence, smoking is object. Is that clear?
Yes, miss.
All right. Okay. So I gave you both the examples. It's up to you how you want it, what you want to say actually. So then the gerund will take the subjective position or the objective position. That is up to you. All right. Let's play an online game, and you're gonna tell me. Okay. I think Stop share. It wasn't the website. Just wait. Meanwhile, if you have any queries, so you can ask me. And the good thing about this is that this will be recorded. So when this will be recorded, so you don't have to worry. You can always go back and listen to the lecture again. All right.